Hey, forget about pulling out your wallet to pay. Now you can use your cell phone instead.
App developers are trying to come up with technology that would allow people to pay their bills and pay merchants using their phones rather than using credit cards. All right, this is super interesting because app developers believe that your phone will replace your wallet by 2015. Merchants such as Starbucks, they have this new app where instead of using a Starbucks card, you just download this app on your phone, you put money into the app, and then you go to Starbucks and you let them.
The day when you forget your wallet and it doesn't seem to matter is here. If you're only concerned with coffee, that is. Starbucks customers with certain mobile devices can now buy their coffee with the wave of a smartphone.
Parking in New York City may soon be as easy as a few taps on your cell phone.
But now there's an app for that, Pay by Phone. Here on Arthur Avenue in the Bronx, Renato Cuadrado's parking woes of dealing with receipts and coins and sometimes broken meters are now made simpler, using his cell phone to pay for a spot. Once you sign up for an account, you provide your license plate number and your credit card information. Your license plate number and your credit card information.
It wasn't too long ago when food trucks could only take cash.
It's a game changer for us because we can now accept all forms of payment. It takes every credit card and people don't carry a lot of cash.
And now Square has made it even easier for people to pay.
Put on, Jim.
Just by telling the cashier your name.
And what's your name?
Users need to download the Pay with Square app and go through the setup. From there, a cashier knows you're a legitimate paying customer.
There you are.
Because your name and photo pop up on the other end. Name and photo pop up on the other end. Starbucks' announcement that it will be using Square in 7,000 of its U.S. stores will accelerate the movement toward a walletless society. A walletless society.
Going forward, at some point, we may be able to leave our wallet at home because we're going to have all of the information in the wallet, on our smartphone.
With the new generation of smartphones, we'll soon be paying for goods and services with our cell phones.
Smartphones are gradually becoming able to do everything, including functioning like a digital wallet. You can even use a smartphone to pay for a train ticket. It's fast and it's easy.
Until now, I only used my cell phone for text messages, and I'm amazed at how efficiently this works. But I worry about having all my private information on the cell phone, and I wonder where it would all end up if I lost it.
Forget about cash or numbers or student ID cards. 3 New Mexico schools were about to start using something in their cafeterias that you would associate more with the Department of Homeland Security: palm scanners.
At a lot of schools across the country, this is how kids are now paying for lunches. A quick swipe of their hand called palm vein scanning.
A new technology called Pulse Wallet syncs your credit card to the palm of your hand. Using a biometric palm reader, this cardless payment service allows you to pay by simply scanning your veins.
When you're going to pay in a supermarket, you enter your 4 last digits in your phone number, and then you hold your hand above the sensor. And a transaction takes less than 5 seconds. So it's a very quick payment solution.
I think it's really good. It's easy when I don't have my wallet with me. I can use my hand, so it's really fast and easy.
Forgotten your wallet? Don't carry cash? Not a problem. A supermarket chain in the north of France has gotten over all these things by introducing biometric payments. All you need is your finger.
We don't need to get our card out. We don't need to fear it being stolen either, given that this system is personalized.
To let customers pay without using debit cards, credit cards, or even cash. NBC Action News reporter Amy Hawley takes an in-depth look at this controversial technology.
Have you ever gone shopping or loaded up your cart with food or clothing and then get to the checkout line and find out you've left your wallet in the car? Well, tonight we'll show you the technology that makes it simple to just touch and go.
You'll be able to buy anything from bread to beer if you agree to give the store your ultimate identity.
Once you have your groceries scanned, now what do? You punch in your PIN number, touch your index finger to the image reader, and you've paid in about 3 seconds, all with the touch of your fingertips.
And you put your finger in there,
and my name comes up, and she's got all my information.
And it's that quick?
It's very quick.
Love it?
Love it.
There is a desire by several forces coming together who do want to add a biometric identifier to government identification. So the leading push in the United States is most likely a biometric added to your driver's license. That biometric is most likely going to be a fingerprint. Under that model, the fingerprint becomes your new Social Security number. So what does that mean? I'm touching the chair, I'm touching the table, I'm leaving my fingerprints behind. You come along with a piece of tape and some dust, you pick up my print, you stick it on a fake ID, and now you're me, right? As proved by this phony fingerprint that you just lifted up, right?
I'm always forgetting my wallet, and then I can't find it, and I don't know where it is. And the idea that maybe someone could put an RFID chip somewhere where I would just have to wave my arm, it's a very attractive proposition.
There are plenty of reasons, I think, to be worried about a cashless society where we have microchips implanted in our hands and simply make our payments in that way. For one thing, you would be unable to ever make a payment or make a purchase that someone wasn't watching and recording in a database. Marketers would love to get a hold of that. Hackers can hack into that. The government could use it, to investigate you or try to control your behavior.
There is a global meltdown coming. It is a global depression, and one world currency and one world financial system is the end game. China said last week they want one global currency. France said yesterday or the day before that they want one world order, a new world order.
The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one world government run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is given me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do, what you sell.
Everything is in there, you know? And so they want a one-world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people. And you become a slave. You become a serf to these people. That's their goal. That's their intention.
Create a new world order.
To lead in shaping a new world order for the 21st century.
Their leader, Pat Robertson, has written in a book a few years ago that we should have a world government, but only when the Messiah arrives. He wrote, and literally, any attempt to achieve world order before that time must be the work of the devil. Well, join me. I'm glad to sit here at the right hand of Satan. I'm glad to sit here at the right hand of Satan.
So we have to shape an international order that can meet the challenges of our generation.
We needed a new world order.
Out of it came a new Europe, a new world order.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.